Hey, this is Jason from TrueHorror.net, and you're about to check out my interview with Jocelin Donahue for her new film, Offseason, written and directed by Mickey Keating. Offseason is out today in select theaters and on VOD. Highly recommend checking it out. I really enjoyed it, and this interview is very exciting and fun for me, so I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did. So here we go.
Okay, Jocelyn, you're on with Jason.
Jason!
Hey!
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
my
you.
voice.
Yeah, it's great. A long time coming. Thank you.
Yeah, excited to talk to you.
Awesome. Well, hopefully I don't make too much of a fool of myself and have some decent questions for you.
I'll bet you do.
As you know, I really do enjoy the movie. I'm very excited for people to see it, excited for you and everybody involved. So, the one question that I know it's kind of, probably get asked a lot, but I just want to ask it quick to start off. Like, I talked to Mickey earlier in the week and he explained some of the stuff, but what made you say yes to this particular story and project?
I mean, I had been a fan of Mickey's work, and then when he sent me the script and we sat down and talked about it, he's just such a passionate guy, and what beyond working with him, I think what drew me to it was like the weird mythology that he had created for this film, and I love that kind of lore. So all of that underpinning to what I knew would be a great looking movie because of his great DP who he always works with, and yeah, he just gets great performances from what I'd seen of his work. I knew I wanted to work with him too.
Oh, that's cool. And I mean, the movie, I really do love like the whole story. It's so creepy and it's off kilter and it's just, there's so much going on in it that I really like besides the fact that it has the whole story between you and your mother in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like everything comes together really nicely, and kind of leading into the next question I have is, so much of the talent working on this film has a lot of experience in the horror genre, including yourself, obviously. So how does that help, like, shape the experience of making a film? And is it like, can you feel like, is it like a different vibe making it since everybody's kind of so into this type of thing?
Yeah, I was just really lucky to get to work with all these really great and unique actors, and everybody kind of has their own energy, and, bouncing off of Marie, who's kind of the grounding factor.
Yeah.
Both Joe and Jeremy being directors themselves, like they're just such great problem solvers and instinctual, actors like in the moment too. So that was really fun. Melora is such an incredible, phenomenal actress. And she's just like a live wire, so just like to be in scenes with her was very emotional and dramatic but felt so real, and she's such a generous scene partner. And then Richard, who, Richard Brake is such a commanding, like, badass presence. So to get to face off with him was pretty spectacular.
That's great. Yeah, and you know what, you were very much a badass in this film on your own too, so that was good. Yeah, one thing I guess I was very impressed with, because I lived down in Miami, but the film is so atmospheric, and I talked to Mickey about this too. But like, could you feel like while you were filming it that it was going to turn out to look as like moody and creepy as it did? Because I mean, when you think of Florida, yeah, there's some creepy stuff, but you don't necessarily think the way you got it to look. It looks so cold and gray and just like. Could you feel that while you were filming, like that it would turn out like that, or? Yeah,
I mean the National Seashore, the Apollo National Seashore, and like down near Cape Canaveral, which is just so like lush and jungly, and so that was like I didn't know that was in Florida. Like I didn't know you could get that in Florida. So that was really cool. And then the town, I'm sure Mickey told you about, of New Smyrna, which was built in the 1940s, just has this, this set in time kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's that one street he said, right? Like one specific
exactly.
street. Yeah.
Yeah, like the main street. So when we got to, the permits to shut the street down for the couple days where we did that, and Marie's completely alone walking through the street, like that just felt so cool. And Max Fiskin, like Mickey's cinematographer who he always works with, is just so talented and brought, this such a strong visual style of those gothic blues and grays and the moody and the foggy, and it really all just added up to be super evocative. So yeah, I could feel that when I was on set.
That's really cool because I was still every time I see it I'm so impressed that you got that in Florida, like it really was. I guess one last thing I'll ask you, I know we have time, so obviously you've clearly embraced the horror genre over your career, and the horror fandom has embraced you, over the years. And
Yes.
Did you grow up a horror fan?
I would say I was always a baby and squeamish about like gore and violence, but I did always love. I've always been, I've been a lifelong reader, so I loved like even before Goosebumps, I loved like Bunnicula and The Celery Stalks at Night, like kids stuff, and then like moving on to Goosebumps, and then moving on to like all the books about the Salem witch trials, and like then moving on to the gothic stuff and Faulkner and, Shirley Jackson, all that stuff. I did like that growing up.
Got it.
But I would say that like my real education in like horror films didn't start until working with Ty and then working in the genre, and then each project, you see a bit more and your frame of reference widens. And now I just have a real deep appreciation for, what people can make in the genre, and it just feels like such a creative escape because you can do so much, and it really transports audiences, which is fun.
That's great. Yeah, that's great. I was going to say, like, it does seem you really embrace it, and I feel like everyone feels that, like, just coming through your work and whenever you speak about this stuff. So that's, I'm sure horror fans love that extra. So,
well, I'm so grateful. I mean, no, the horror community it's the best. I mean, I love how passionate people are and supportive, and including yourself and everything you do for the community. It's awesome. So
thank you. I try. And you've all, I have to thank you for everything. How gracious you've been with me, and always you're just the coolest. So I do appreciate it.
Oh man, hey, it means the world.
Well, yeah, and you really covered everything that I had. I really just appreciate it, and I love hearing all your answers, and I really am gonna hope, I'm gonna make everyone watch this movie because it's that good. So, and you were great in it, and it was great to see, like, it's just great to see you play. You get to play a lot of stuff in the film, and I'm sure as an actress, that's great because you get the human side of it with your mother, and then you get all the horror stuff and the running around and.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not putting it as eloquently as I'd like, but I'm sure you know what I mean.
No, I did get to do a lot as an actor in this movie. Like, I told Mickey, I was like, I've never done a monologue straight to camera before, so that was that was probably the most terrifying thing for me. And lots of cool like choreographed oneers, like which are very fun to shoot, like with the other actors and the camera crew, and then lots of running, a lot of running.
There was a lot of running.
Yes, but hey, I was the captain of my cross-country team in high school, so
well,
with preparation.
There you go. It paid off in the end. Well, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I know all your fans and everybody is going to really enjoy this film, and happy to see you back in a horror. Not that you've been away too long for a horror or anything, but everyone's going to be happy to see you in this. And you really, the last thing I'll say, I don't run out of time. Last thing I say is that you really do, in all sincerity, carry the film. Everyone's great in the film, but you carry a lot. You do a lot of the heavy lifting on your own because it's you, and that's not always easy to do. And you've done it since the start. Wandering around a big old house. So now you've been around a big old town. So,
hey,
congratulations. Yeah. So
thanks, Jason. That's
seriously,
so awesome.
you know how much it means to me. So thank you very much. And, I hope the rest of your day is great.
Thanks, Jason. It means a lot to me too. Take care.
All right. Will do. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.